Alright, what's up YouTube? So we are just going to go ahead and get started so I can show you how this Pilot2ATC works with the Sky4Sim application. These things go hand in hand really nicely. Get rid of that. And we're going to make this bigger like that. And like that. I'm going to adjust our takeoff trim. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the PDF reader, go here. So we're going to use this. This is the grammar start phrases. So we're going to zoom in. I just got this from the actual Pilot2ATC website. Next thing we're going to do is turn on our battery. Turn on this. Get rid of this yoke. We are going to go ahead and turn on our avionics, get that started so we can get a flight plan programmed in there. Yeah, let's see what else we can do. Check our controls real quick. Those work. Throttle works. Okay. So while that loads, we will go ahead and turn on our landing, taxi, strobe. We don't need these heats, but we will turn them on. Prop anti-ice, just in case. We don't need it, but you never know. Electrical anti-ice. Turn this to volts. Turn on our magnetos. Hit enter here, hit enter here. Wait for that to load up. We got all that ready, got that. Switch that to GPS. We are going to make our heading. Oh, go back here. Make our heading 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's variable to be. Okay, we got our heading set. Go ahead and lock that. Wait for that to integrate. We can go ahead and turn on our fuel pumps. So our fuel pumps are on. And then let's go doing that thing. We'll go ahead and prime. Get our mixture up, RPMs up, prop right clear. Prop right is going. Left prop clear. Left prop is clear. And it looks like we have a direct flight, direct navigation. So what we will do is we'll check out the flight plan. So it's just a direct to. We could try a procedure. Let's just set a departure real quick. We're going to set a departure. We're going to do the Felix. Enter. Runway 10 right. Enter. And we are going to use the ZFP and load it. And now for a procedure, we're going to select an approach. We're doing an ILS approach. Enter. Use vectors. Enter and load it. So now our flight plan is set. Okay. So we can actually try zooming out. And there's our flight plan right there. So now for the Pilot2ATC part. We are going to flip this to the...
Weather is not currently available for Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International. Arriving and departing runway.
Okay, so there's no weather there. So what we're going to do is go to airports. Go to type in KFLL, Fort Lauderdale, 30.11. So that's what we will do. We will set it to 30.11. And we will get our frequencies. We need ground 121.40. To 1.40. So now we will go back to our PDF reader. We are going to say that first line right there. So we will turn it on to 121.40. S32K1 Charlie Hotel, request taxi to runway 10 right.
S32K1 Charlie Hotel, taxi to runway 10 right via taxiways Golf 1. Hold short runway 10 right.
Alright, so you go back here, repeat that. Taxi to runway 10 right via taxiways Golf 1, hold short runway 10 right. S32K1 Charlie Hotel. So go ahead and turn our brakes off.
S32K1 Charlie Hotel, contact tower on 119.3. Enjoy your afternoon.
Tower on 119.3. S32K1 Charlie Hotel. So it switches the tower, see that 119.3. So now we can say ready for departure. S32K1 Charlie Hotel, ready for departure, runway 10 right.
S32K1 Charlie Hotel, cleared for takeoff, runway 10 right, squawk 1200.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10 right, squawking 1200. S32K1 Charlie Hotel. Head out now and do our start. Flaps down. We got our heading needle set. We're cleared for liftoff. I guess that's going to be a quick flight. I know I should be flying the other way, but oh well. Full power. Needle is alive. $80. Rotate. And we are off the ground. Landing gear up. Takeoff trim is set. Flaps up. Crossing 1,000. Beautiful Fort Lauderdale. We're We're at 1500. And trim her down a little bit.
S32K1 Charlie Hotel, enjoy your afternoon. Frequency change approved.
So frequency change approved. I believe we gotta call, we gotta get to the tower. So we go to airports again. Frequencies, we'll do, I believe it's Miami Tower that we gotta do, but hey, oh, A, enter frequency. So we need tower 118.30. S32K1 Charlie Hotel climbing to 5,000.
S32K1 Charlie Hotel. Flight plan activated in 2013. Altimeter in Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International is not currently available.
Turn on our flight director, our navigation. Turn that to GPS, nav, GPS. Set our autopilot. Once we get to 5,000, we'll go ahead and lock our altitude. And we got to see what they said. They said altimeter not currently available. S32K1 Charlie Hotel.
1 Charlie Hotel, good afternoon.
So we can go ahead and hold that 5,000. We're on the Miami frequency now with Miami Tower, and we should pretty much follow this flight plan all the way back. Should just go all the way to our waypoints, and then we will do an ILS landing when we get there. We're just cruising at 5,000. Our engine speed is a little high. Get it back in the green. Lower those RPMs a little bit, bring down our fuel mixture a little bit. That should be good. So yeah, this little thing is cool because then you can see everything. Oh. Hopefully I didn't press anything to ruin it. Yeah, you can go here, you can go to airports. It'll tell you your ILS for your runways that you want. Like we are going to the Bahamas, so we'll backspace out of this. Their code is MYGF. Hit enter. It'll tell you their real bearer pressure. So you just put that right there. Go to ILS. They only have one ILS, runway 6. It's 109.70. So we will flip that. 109.70. So when we get there, we can just use that. It'll tell you their frequencies, their tower, all that. It'll give you live weather for what it is right now. Scattered clouds 3,000, scattered 9,000. Give you a live METAR. Tell you the runways, the headings, so you can scroll. So heading 69 for runway 6. It has the Poppy 4. Lights, yes. Asphalt. Length 10,000 feet. Width 150. So yeah, it's cool. This thing definitely gives you a lot of things. It has like a whiteboard, so you can write like if it was 118.3, and then you want to get rid of it, you just hit that trash can. And let's say they're like taxi Alpha Echo, so you go Alpha Echo Lima Sierra. So then now you know you can say that back if they need it. If you don't, you know, if you're on VATSIM or something, or they give you a frequency change. With this one does it on its own with Pilot2ATC, which is nice. But you're on VATSIM, they've like changed to 117.3. Now you know. It's cool. It does that. It does logbooks, so it'll give you a logbook of all the flights you've done. NeoFly gives you a bunch of bush trips you can do. But this is the best part about it, that you can use. It'll tell you like what to say. So this squiggly line tells you what to say. So let me see if I can go back to the beginning. So that's me right there. I said S32K, Charlie Hotel, ready for departure, runway 10 right. That's the tower, because it has a low tower. The S32K, hotel cleared for takeoff, runway, squawk that. So they said that. This microphone means what you say back to them. So cleared for takeoff, runway 10 right, squawking 1200, S32K1, Charlie Hotel. And then that's pretty much it. So this is what I like about it a lot. I'm still learning it. Like I said, I've only had it for a day now, so I'm really still learning it. We got a nice tailwind. Look at that. We are flying. You can see what the message is. Approaching VNAV profile. Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's nice. And then you could add passengers. I didn't add any passengers on this one. It was just a quick flight. But you can't add passengers. You just click on this and go to the passenger page on the Chancellor 414. What else is there? That's pretty much it. It's a great plane. This thing's amazing. Pilot2ATC, I'm still using the free version, the free trial. What does that say? Windshield. What about my windshield? Pilot2ATC, I'm still using the free version, but it's so far so good. And there's Fort Lauderdale behind us. We're just gonna go pick up some passengers. I forgot to turn off the lights. Turn off. Turn off. So they will tell us something once we get closer. They'll talk to us, they'll tell us to change frequencies, I'm sure. They'll give us vectors and all that. We are really flying though, look at that. Nice tailwind. Our fuel is good, our fuel gauge is right there. We don't have one on this side. So our fuel gauge, or do we? No, we don't have one on this side. Pressurized cabin altitude. I didn't do this, but it should be set. I don't know what SL is. I gotta figure that out too. I gotta do that. I just got this plane too, not too long ago. Maybe like a week ago. It's nicely done. It's a nice plane. But this is a game changer. Pilot2ATC is a lot of fun. It definitely helps you get more comfortable with the lingo. as you get closer and closer to doing what you need to do. Like, it's probably going to be way different for a airliner, because you got to request. Let's go to watch. You got to request. So you would say your call sign ready to copy IFR clearance. You do that, and then you would do ready for pushback. So you'd say your call sign ready for pushback, ready for engine start, or you say ready for pushback and engine start. That's what you'd probably use for a airliner. So you say call sign ready for pushback, that. And then you'd say ready to taxi to runway, whatever the runway is. You could do request taxi to gate, waiting to cross one way, that. And then you go to the next page, and this is more stuff. So you want to do a pattern, you could say your pattern location, takeoff, that's what we did. You say ready for departure, runway, whatever the runway is. You can do VFR pattern departures, altitude change, approach. So when we called right now Miami clearance, we just said this, our call sign at blank, whatever, at 5,000, or you can say climbing or descending, but we said at 5,000, and they tracked us on there. So now they're tracking us, Miami Tower. So that's cool. It's got a lot of nice little good stuff in there. A lot of cool things. Yeah, so it's a little frustrating to get everything working, but it took me about, last night and this morning to get everything working properly. A lot of trial and error. But this is my, I'd say third probably this flight, just so I can report it, But for some reason, in my last couple flights, my GPS wouldn't follow this navigation. It would just bank all the way left and throw me into the ocean. It would just do a death spiral. But I think I figured it out now, because clearly it's following the GPS and it's not throwing me into the ocean, which is nice. But yeah, if you're looking to get something, I highly recommend getting this Sky4Sim. Even if you don't use Pilot2ATC, it's a really nice little built-in EFB, I guess, add-on. It has a lot of other things too. So we can go back. It has these bush trips, so you can select any one of these, and then it'll give you a bunch of different flight plans, and you could just do little bush trips, and they have a lot. I think there's more down here. No, that's it. Yeah, there's more down there. So, look at all those. These are just all trips you can just do. And they have a bunch of different ones, like Hawaii Vacation. You can do these. PHNL to PHNG, PHNG to PHOG. Like a bunch of little hops. And it's all around the world, which is really cool. This is the nav book, so you can actually get rid of some of these old ones that I didn't. So you see how many times I tested? It's all 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. So this one we can delete. 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 I want to keep track of my actual flights. So technically 2 actual flights that I've had. And I got pretty close to the end, 28 minutes. That's where I crashed into the ocean. It kept, because I was hand flying it basically the whole time, and then I tried to do the autopilot and it just threw me in the ocean. And this one I actually made it. But yeah, then I will check this. So 20 nautical miles. Once we get to 20 nautical miles, we'll flip it into ILS mode. What was that flicker? I don't know what that was, but yeah, we will. So we'll do that, And now we'll do nav mode. So we need to be flying right. S32K1 Charlie Hotel inbound at 5,000. Request ILS approach to runway 06.
S32K1 Charlie Hotel, good afternoon. Altimeter not currently available. Cleared for the ILS approach to runway 06 and Grand Bahama International descent to 4,000 feet.
Altimeter not currently available. Cleared for ILS approach, runway 06.
Aircraft calling tower, say again with your call sign.
I don't know what they said, so I gotta go back. Okay. Altimeter not currently available. Cleared for the ILS approach to runway 06. Descend to 4,000 feet. S32K1 Charlie Hotel. So we got to get on that course indicator. So we will fly straight at it. We will drop. We got to drop lower. We got to get to 4,000. Trim it out a little bit. Let's do a quicker descent. Get to 1,000 feet. A minute. We're waiting for that course indication line right there to line up. And we lost autopilot because I was pushing it down too hard, but we need to get down there. We're way too high, as you see from our little triangle. Our indicator line's coming in though. We can go ahead, turn. And we can cut back on our RPMs. We need to get lower. So we need to get this back in the middle. Yeah, I just cut the power all the way. So we have time to drop. Now, this is not how you'd really do a descent. I mean, 1500 is not that bad, but we want to go left a little bit. We want to activate our autopilot. Alright, so it should lock us on the glide slope, which it looks like it did. We will bring our landing gear down. Feels like we got a crosswind. So we are lined up now with our course indication needle or course deviation needle. We're just going to hold it like this. It is bringing us down at a steady 1,000. Let's bring our RPMs up a little bit. Now we can bring down the power a little bit. Landing gears down and locked. Let's get our landing lights on. Alright. And go ahead and bring our flaps down.
S32K1 Charlie Hotel winds are calm, clear to land runway 06.
Clear to land runway 06, S32K1 Charlie Hotel.
S32K1 Charlie Hotel exit runway when able.
S32K Charlie Hotel. Oh, shit. S32K1 Charlie Hotel. I'm not clear out of the runway yet, though. I gotta figure out these old CH pedals, man. The brakes on them suck. I gotta attach a button to my brakes instead of using the foot, because they're so loose. But we made it down safely. We can see our landing, what the smoothness was. So once we get cleared of here, we can say we're cleared. We can do our flaps up. Taxi lights on. Landing light off. Ooh, almost missed it. S321K.
Aircraft calling tower, say again with your call sign.
S32K1 Charlie Hotel, clear of active.
S32K1 Charlie Hotel, welcome to Grand Bahama International, contact ground on 121.7. Have a nice day.
Ground on 121.7, S32K1 Charlie Hotel. S32K1 Charlie Hotel, request taxi to parking.
S32K1 Charlie Hotel, taxi to General Aviation Parking via taxiways Bravo, runway 6 Alpha, hold short runway 06.
Taxi to General Aviation Parking via taxiways Bravo, runway 6 Alpha, hold short runway 06, S32K1 Charlie Hotel. And that is pretty much it. That is how you use Pilot2ATC with Sky4Sim together, hand in hand. It's actually a very nice extra feature. It makes the flight a little more entertaining versus just flying and not having any ATC to talk to. And I'm sure a lot of you use VATSIM, but if you don't want to use VATSIM, don't want to connect and just want to use this, or don't have any online traffic control, air traffic control people online, then this is definitely a great add-on. I'm very pleased with it so far. Took a little while, like I said, to get everything working, but once it's working, it is nice, and I am hauling. Alright, let's go ahead and get this bad boy parked, and we will call it a day. I don't know where general aviation is. I'm assuming somewhere over here. We got our flaps up. Flaps are up. I don't know where that aileron looks like that, but that one's up, that one's down. Alright, so we are picking up our passengers from this bus right here, and we are taking them back home to Florida. So let's go ahead and get parked right next to the bus so we can get our passengers on. But other than that, that was a great flight. We'll go ahead and set our parking brake. Go ahead and turn off our magnetos.